know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, she say
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Condors of London taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. Down the left sideline. How about this? He's to the 10, and he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there on the and even 80 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And the D-9 to get a yard to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Or do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal.
Get 300! Get 300! Get 300! Get 300!
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard shot. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Then on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 6-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football.
Time into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Will we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They work now on 2nd and 9. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Forced out to his left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Condors take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
26.
On play action, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's London with the football. as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now thrown incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On play action, Allen eluding the pressure right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Into space at the 45. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Hey, 88.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Jump out!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Hey, 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The Bengals at 11-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And the offense last week, they certainly had things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. And now an audible here into something else. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate.
Not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Rodgers now on 1st down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working process there. Catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
56.
Allen now on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Hey, hold. Alert!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Derek Stingley picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
50. Hey, you block over here.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Side. Here, Mike.
Rodgers to throw on second down. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 3. Rodgers to throw once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll run Achane, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break up that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. It's back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be back.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bengals 29-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. A run straight ahead with Achane. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Jalen Petrie picks it off. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
26.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Then Xavier Woods with a pick. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
106 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Inside.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 88. Back north.
Now Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on.
I hope that they can get back in this one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. From 3 yards out. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for the out the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On play action, Allen. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Condors.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up second and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Allen looks to throw on second down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Meanwhile, Allen's throw completed to Hyatt. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Allen. Job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Allen. Jalen Hyatt, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Condors are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
24, Bengals 10.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Got his man, Dell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So Allen's going to look to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Allen. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Allen to throw it. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Condors have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bengals 10. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us